Hello and welcome to day 35 of the CoronaBLOG, May the 8th. My name is Brophy, some background information and what I currently do. Interviews around the world. We're carrying on with our series of speaking to people around the world, and today we're in Switzerland. We're going to look at the current situation, the help to business and families. Switzerland. There's a special session of Parliament at the moment from May the 4th to May the 8th, debating how to prevent a second wave of coronavirus because Switzerland is reopening faster than other countries. Even pubs are going to reopen on May the 11th. This is instead of the original date of June the 8th. We're going to interview somebody, ask the name and occupation, whereabouts in Switzerland he lives, how Switzerland has helped business, specifically SMEs, small, medium enterprises, the self-employed, families, and what personally he's looking forward to doing on May the 11th. Okay, good morning, and here we are speaking to somebody in Switzerland. So can you tell me your name and what you do for a living, please?
So my name is Adam Thomas, and I'm an accreditation manager at the Zurich University of Applied Sciences School of Management and Law.
Okay, very nice. And where are you based? Are you based in Zurich?
Yeah, we're based just outside of Zurich, but I live and work basically in Zurich.
Okay, good. So let's run through a few questions looking at how Switzerland has helped the economy, more or less. So let's start with companies. How has Switzerland helped companies? I understand specifically small, medium enterprises, SMEs, have been helped a lot in Switzerland. Can you tell us about the help for companies?
Well, I honestly, I had to look into it because I work for a university. I'm not at risk of losing my job, so I haven't paid attention too closely. But generally, Switzerland has committed up to 65 billion Swiss francs, and 40 billion of that 65 billion is for struggling companies in general, and that includes small and medium-sized enterprises.
Okay. And is there any help for self-employed people as opposed to companies?
That was definitely a concern at the beginning, that the government wasn't specifically identifying self-employed or freelance workers. But basically that's changed. And the number I mentioned before, 40 billion, if somebody that's self-employed can show that they've lost turnover during the crisis, then they can reach out to the government. And from what I understand, that the form and the claim that they file with the government takes about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's very good. And has there been any help for families?
Every Swiss household gets 200 francs.
One time, or is that every month?
That's the commitment at the moment, and I think it's just a small spark to the economy, so people spend money again.
Okay, good. And we understand we're very close to you here in Italy, to Switzerland, so it's very important to see how fast Switzerland is moving. We understand that on the 11th of May, so on next Monday, lots of activity will reopen in Switzerland. Can you tell us exactly what will open?
Oh, pretty much everything will open. Students at universities, for the most part, will not be going back to university yet. I think that's the only thing I'm aware of that isn't fully opening again. Other than that, bars, restaurants, they're all opening as long as they can demonstrate that they're taking the safety precautions from the government seriously. Otherwise, they face serious fines.
And finally, on a personal note, what are you personally looking forward to doing on Monday that you haven't been able to do for some time?
I guess, fortunately, we haven't had a lockdown like in Italy, so I've been able to ride my bike. Everybody can go for walks, go jogging, of course, following the guidelines of the government, staying away from people. But the thing I'm most looking forward to is that my two sons will return to school. on Monday with some restrictions, but they'll both be back at school. They'll see friends, they'll be motivated academically again, and they'll see their teachers.
Okay, thanks very much, Adam, and good
Yeah,
luck for the future. Thank
definitely.
you.
Thanks so much, Mark.
Well, his name is Adam Thomas, and he works as a manager in the University of Zurich, and he lives nearby, so he's based in Zurich. SMEs. Switzerland has given a plan to help business extending to 65 billion Swiss francs. 40 billion of that is going to SMEs. And self-employed people at the beginning were not considered. Then they were part of this remaining 25 billion from the 65 given to help the economy. To fill in the form, to get money, takes 5 minutes. 5. Families, really not very much in Switzerland. It's 200 francs per family. May the 11th, well, not so much will change for him. He's been able to work, he's been able to cycle and go out. What he's really looking forward to is his 2 young sons being able to go back to school. And finally, finishing here, population of Switzerland, 8.5 million. The number of new cases a day is now under 30. We can see from the graph, the daily new cases is down from a peak a few weeks ago to almost nothing. Today we've looked at Switzerland, and the key date being May the 11th, when more or less everything reopens in reduced form, but back to normal more or less. We've had an interview with Adam Thomas from Zurich, and we've looked at the number of new cases, which is approaching 0. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.